The tribe of Dan moved from southern Judah to this location in northern Israel during the time of the Judges. Now, Dan is a beautiful national park with trees, a river, and many archaeological treasures. After walking through the woods and along the river, one arrives at this famous sacrificial site where King Jeroboam built an altar to worship one of the golden calves so that people would not go to Jerusalem to worship. The metal frame in the picture shows the size of the original altar, and the horns in each corner are typical of the altars required by the law. A horn in the Old Testament often symbolized strength. This place gives a visual picture of many of the places of idol worship in the Old Testament: a high place, spreading trees, an altar. The group is seated on the steps leading up to the temple that used to be there, with the Holy of Holies further back. Standing at that place, one can look across a field into the country of Lebanon. When one continues past the altar and takes the trail around the northern part of Dan, one arrives at this ancient gate under the plastic roof. When the city was called Laish during the time of Abraham, close to 2000 BC. The gate is unusual because it's made entirely out of mud, but has lasted almost 4,000 years. When Abraham came into the Promised Land and to this place for the first time, it's probable that he passed through this very gate. As one continues around the northeast edge of Dan, one arrives at the city gate during the time of Jeroboam. Outside the entrance, near the small cream-colored pillar, there are small standing stones indicating worship to God and also Asherah, the mixed worship which God condemns. To the left, as you see people enter the old city gate, this is the place where the king would sit to greet the people, as David did, for example. Or he could judge legal cases, or perhaps teach or study the law with the people. To the right of his chair, there was often a small standing stone that served to remind people of the law. If people came here to make an oath, they would place their hand on it. The city gate was also a place of other activities. Notice here how inside the gate there are several rooms where people could conduct business, such as the case of Boaz buying land and the right to marry Ruth. The elders of the city could meet to discuss community matters, or these rooms could also be a place of fierce fighting during a battle, packed with soldiers defending the city gate.